how it is that neighborhoods are either built, how they are resourced, how they are invested in, really affect the outcomes of how it is that children are able to thrive.
We have done school readiness assessments since 2008, and every single year that the study is done, the health of a community has come out as being impactful to school readiness.
The most important person in a child's ecosystem will always be parent. But when we put all the onus and responsibility on one individual, we release the responsibility of society.
Where you live determines so much about how you feel, what you see, what you have access to, and ultimately how you navigate through life.